What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have several very important news. First of all, I have some scary updates from one of our community members, and this is a very important statement. Then I will continue with some updates that is directly related to the trading days, two additional trading days for position close only. And we have a request from NBH hydrocarbons that was written back in the days. On top of that, guys, I will show you very weird information about the Don Fiz's business trip, so-called business trip to District Columbia that he made about a year and a half ago. And why I call it business trip, you will find within next several minutes. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, if you think my videos are valuable for you, please hit the like button. And if you want to know more about technical analysis and if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And for now, guys, I have three tiers. It is Discord access tier, Safe Haven, and Gold tier. And if you want to just be in line with all the latest news and with the most recent actions and potential upcoming actions of the US stock market, it is more than enough to join just Discord access. If you want me to cover your personal position and if you want me to create a plan for you to invest in stock market, Safe Haven is for you. The only difference in between these two tiers is that on Safe Haven tier you will have a monthly 30-minute Zoom call session with me. And the Gold tier is for people who want to take the most from my experience and from my knowledge. And in this tier you will have a 30 minutes weekly Zoom call with me where I will teach you how to beat the market. On top of that, guys, for the members of this tier I will give my personal signals where to enter and where to leave the position. I will do it when market conditions are more predictable for swing positions. So, and let me give you a sneak peek on the Discord group. You can see that I publish a lot of updates on the market, and as you can see, I even make predictions of its upcoming movements. And if you follow my channel for quite some time, you know that I have a very high level of experience in this type of trades. And guys, in this Discord group, I explain a lot to my patrons, and I do a lot of technical analysis on demand on different assets. Here is the general sentiment of the market on April the 10th. Here is INTC, ISRG. Here is JDR, KLB, MSTR, and other ticker symbols. You can see that I do it pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. And all of my community members know how to benefit out of these market conditions. So, and let's begin with this tweet that was written by Anna Trades. And she wrote it just 7 hours ago. And let me quote you this in details. I am not a Swiss doll. I am a whistleblower exposing massive financial corruption, market manipulation, regulatory fraud, and the theft of Americans' pensions. I filed a federal RICO case that was forced into private arbitration, despite the systemic issues it uncovered. I have submitted evidence to Congress, the DOJ, and regulators. Due to escalating threats and psychological manipulation, I have filed an official police report and will continue updating it to document all concerns. This step was taken to protect myself, my children, and the work I've done to expose the truth. My report uncovers how FINRA operated dark pool venues, including OTCBB, OOTC, and XADF, or laundering counterfeit shares, hiding filed trades, and uploading synthetic exposure into pensions, 401ks, IRAs, TSPs, and ETFs. These practices are destroying US companies, jobs, and retirement savings, while regulators look the other way. I love my children, my family, and my friends, and I deeply value my life. I'm not a suicidal. If anything happens to me, it is not by my choice. I am doing this for everyone. I have been targeted and manipulated, but I will not be silenced. Please share this post. Making this public and visible helps protect me, and it would mean a great deal just knowing people are aware and standing beside me. She also tagged a lot of ticker symbols, and she wrote, she added, and thousands more are being attacked and destroyed through synthetic shares and unregulated dark pool venues. And guys, definitely I hit a like button and reposted this tweet because in my opinion it is very important to help people if they think that they are in danger. And guys, to be honest, I don't know what was the reason why Anna wrote this tweet, but I'm sure that he knows what is she talking about, and she also added this just 6 hours ago. I'm posting this because I need it on record. On the record, after I publicly stated I am not a suicidal and asked for protection as a whistleblower, someone responded with a reference to Virginia Giuffre's death, implying I'd meet the same fate. It is not okay. This is intimidation. I've reported it to police and will not be silenced. Visibility is protection. So guys, definitely we have to help Anna to handle this problem if it exists, and definitely this is not the best news for today's video. But to be honest, despite the fact that you might have done something bad in terms of your behavior back in the days, it doesn't matter what have you done, because the life is priceless. We have to protect ourselves, and we have to protect our families. That is why, guys, I support Anna for 100%. So let me show you another update, and just several, I would say couple of days ago, I showed you the tweet that was written by Due Diligence, where he explained, wait a second, will I find it somewhere in his Twitter account? Wait a second. Yes, I showed you this tweet where he explained the opened short position in MMTLP back in the days, and this tweet was reposted by a lot of community members. And we have this tweet that was reposted by Amy. She wrote, "Oh, hello MMTLP," and the original author of this tweet is Dharma Bam. And you can see that it is a screenshot of the letter that, well, supposedly was written by TD Ameritrade. And it says, "Hello, we are glad to hear from you and we appreciate your business. TD Ameritrade has not set a date for clients to close short stock positions in MMTLP. There is an internet misinformation campaign concerning this stock, which is leading investors to believe that when a company goes private, a short stock position must be closed prior to that date. It is not true, and investors are welcome to hold short stock all the way through deal close. If the company goes private, long and short positions will be closed at the same time and at the same price. Please let me know if this does not answer your questions or if you have others. I am happy to help. Have a great day." And guys, you can see that this screenshot of this letter, basically the letter was written in November 28th of 2022. It was, we didn't know at that point that MMTLP will be halted, U3 halted, and this letter was written up front of the ending, last trading day of MMTLP. So I have to admit that I cannot double check this screenshot because in our days it is very simple and easy to cook this type of screenshots. And you know that just several days ago, Ocelot wrote his investigation, his due diligence, how the MMTLP, what is the status of NextBridge hydrocarbons right now. And he stated that it is a public company, despite that it doesn't have, it is not traded on the US stock market. And on top of this information, he wrote in response to this tweet the following: "I don't think I've ever seen this before and can't verify the authenticity. But yeah, if true, it's spot on with the caveat that this spin-out wasn't even a going private transaction. A real going private transaction would involve Form 15 being filed." So guys, I don't know the well, I don't know how the things should be done, but if someone knows about it and we had to see this Form 15 that should be filed, well, and if we don't have this form, this means the company is still public. And to be honest, guys, it is very tricky to find out the real truth. But I have to admit that one of the main paths how we can do it is to prove or disprove our theories in litigation processes, and at the same time we can find some new paths how we can achieve our goal to have fair and transparent market and to get back all the damages that were made by wrongdoers to MMTLP shareholders. So let me show you a quite interesting tweet that was reposted by Mark X Market News, and that was originally made by Matthew Zlach. And Matthew Zlach wrote this just yesterday. MMTLP 2 years ago, NextBridge formally asked FINRA to allow this to trade. And guys, this is quite interesting letter, and to be honest, I didn't know about this letter at all. And let me show you that according to these screenshots, it is an official NextBridge hydrocarbons letter that was written on April 18th of 2023. As you can see, it was sent via email, and it was sent to whom it may concern. At the first couple of pages, it is an explanation. You can find the explanation of the status of MMTLP shares on the date of April 18 of 2023. And the most interesting part you can find on the second screenshot. So, wait a second, I will show you somewhere here. I think it is right here. To facilitate the orderly unwind of existing short positions and to allow stockholders the opportunity to sell their shares of the NBH common stock on a public exchange, the company is prepared to apply for quotation of the NBH common stock over the counter for a limited period of time, and is willing to work with FINRA, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and OTC markets to facilitate an orderly process to allow these settlements to occur. Our request will be for the NBH common stock to be traded for only 2 trading days, and the company plans to delist the NBH common stock after the completion of the second trading day. Our company has contacted OTC markets, which has indicated that we can apply to trade on an OTC markets exchange for a limited period of time. The company will need to go through their standard application process to do so, but we believe that we will meet its criteria to be traded. The company may be willing to allow the NBH common stock to be traded for a longer period of time than 2 days if requested by FINRA, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or OTC markets as a part of the approval process. As a part of our application process to trade on the OTC markets, we plan to arrange with the DTCC and FINRA that the QSIP number and the ticker symbol that will be assigned to the NBH common stock to allow for trading will be deleted after our delisting from trading on the OTC markets, as it will be important that the NBH common stock is no longer publicly traded. DTCC has indicated that it is willing to help the company have the QSIP deleted after our delisting. As was noted in the FINRA FAQs, the MMTLP stock was applied to be traded on the OTC markets not by our prior corporate parent Meta, but by brokers. The company's desire is to not be publicly traded, and we intend to not allow the NBH common stock to continue to be traded other than for a very short, finite period of time. At the time, and guys, this is quite important part, and it raises another question. I will show you it in a minute. At the time of the trading halt, 165.472 million shares of MMTLP stock had been issued and were tradable. If we are to open a temporary trading window, it is paramount that only the same amount of shares of NBH common stock that were distributed as a result of the spin-off are allowed to trade. We do not want to dilute our stockholders' opportunity during the trading period by allowing additional shares to trade. In order to allow this to occur, we note the following. And here is the explanation of the additional shares that were issued to that moment. And guys, to be honest, I cannot imagine how the authorities might track the number of shares that were traded that potentially could be traded during these 2 additional days of trading, because for now we know that the total number of shares that were issued by MMTLP is 245, I believe 245 something million shares. And to be honest, I don't know what are the tools that might be used in this case, and if only 165.4 million shares should be traded, well, what about the other shares? And how can you diversify the shares that were issued back in the days before the merger and the shares that were issued after the merger? To be honest, I don't know how technically this can be done. And definitely, it is not, this letter is a quite interesting letter, but it is, as mentioned in this tweet, it is formally ask FINRA to allow this to trade. And I have to say that according to some MMTLP community members, we can trade the MMTLP, not MMTLP, but next bullish hydrocarbon shares if the board of directors makes just a couple of easy steps to do it, and it costs literally just hundreds of dollars, not more than $300, and within several days NBH can be available on the open market. We have to see just one step from the board of directors in general and from Greg McCabe in particular, but for some reasons they are extremely quiet, and they don't do anything in order to shed some light on this issue. And yes, it is what it is. We have to move forward, and let me show you some updates from Trader Zero that he wrote in response to Due Diligence's tweet, where he explained how the short position should be closed. So E-Trade has never allowed shorting OTC tickers, and Trade Zero is a ridiculous example. If you understand their unique approach to allowing OTC short trading at a very high cost on OTC securities. Bottom line is that Drew once again is unaware of the reality is a war. Their brokers do to protect retail from effing themselves. Here is the real information. E-Trade, no OTC shorting, period. Fidelity, Robinhood, Webull, also no OTC shorts. Trade Zero, one of the only platforms aggressively offering OTC shorting. Traders had access via standard and single-use locates. Dynamic borrow tool, 50 cents plus stock shortable with a 2.5 share margin. Overnight holds allowed if you could afford the borrow. Charles Schwab quietly allowed shorting MMTLP for some accounts if borrow was available and margin rules were met. $2.5 per share required on less than $2.5 tickers. Schwab's participation was limited. Most retail had no access. TradeZero built their whole business model to exploit gaps like this. So, again, quite interesting statement that it wasn't available for shorting on OTC markets. And yes, I think this is quite interesting information that also should be put into the consideration. On top of that, guys, let me show you the weirdest news, the most oddest news that I've found just recently. And Roman Subs wrote this. Did anyone else catch William Farron broke Billy Farron say yesterday? Don Fis collected $40,000 in donations to go to District Columbia. Not that I believe broke back Billy, just looking for the timestamp on Billy's life. And guys, you know that about a year and a half ago, Don Fis had a business trip to District Columbia where he had a lot of meetings with Congress members, where he explained the current status of MMTLP saga. And he opened a campaign, donation campaign, and to be honest, a lot of MMTLP community members sent him money. But this information is quite interesting, and definitely it needs to be, well, verified, because $40,000 for just a trip that lasted, I would say, couple of weeks is extremely high amount of money. And if it was donated to Don Fis and Don Fis right after that went in limbo, it again raises more questions about the MMTLP community itself. Guys, as you can see, I am completely unbiased and I don't want to take one part of the community. I want to show you the most recent updates and the most, I would say, unbiased approach. And that is why I'm here, and I will do my best to help you to win this battle. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.